Ever wonder which dividend aristocrats are worth buying today? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the most attractive dividend aristocrats based on their dividend growth, safety, and long-term potential so that you can invest with confidence and possibly even hold them forever. I'm also going to show you my process so that you can do it again and again in the future. And stick around to the end because you'll learn about one woman who bought just 3 shares of one company for $180. And when she passed, they were worth over $7 million. Hi everyone, my name is Rick Orford and I help investors like you make informed decisions with your money. I've been trading stock and options since 1999, and in that time, I've been through multiple bear markets, recessions, and everything in between. And if there's one thing I've learned, is that dividend growth investing works well, especially when you focus on quality companies during temporary pullbacks like we're seeing right now. But before we jump into the process, I wanted to give a shout out to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. So I'm excited to partner with them to bring you 10 stock picks from Stock Advisor. And the average stock pick inside Stock Advisor is up 796% versus 155% for the S&P 500. Scan this QR code or check the link in the description to find out more. Okay, so before we get into the list of dividend aristocrats, I want to show you how I came up with the list using a stock screener. Now, if you're familiar with the process of screening for stocks, you can skip to the list of companies, but if not, trust me, you're in for a little treat. So first, a stock screener is like a search engine, but for stocks, ETFs, and funds with filters that you can personalize for your search. So for this video, I'm going to limit the results to those on the S&P 500 Dividend Aristocrats list, which are companies that have paid increasing dividends for 25 or more years, among other qualifications. Next, I'm going to look into analyst ratings. Analysts are people that follow the companies, figure out their strengths, weaknesses, exposure to market headwinds or tailwinds, and things like that. They rate stocks that translate to a scale of strong sell to strong buy. And for this list, I'll only take companies with moderate buy ratings or higher. Then, I'll pair the ratings with analyst coverage or how many analysts are looking into the company. Statistically, the more analysts that say positive things about a stock, the better the potential outcome is. So I'm going to limit the results to the stocks covered by 12 or more analysts. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. I also filtered by dividend payout ratio because I only want stocks that have between a 25 and 50% dividend payout ratio. Now, the dividend payout ratio tells us how much of the company's earnings is being used to pay dividends, and 25 to 50% is roughly the sweet spot. It shows the company is spending money to make its shareholders happy while still retaining enough cash to grow the business. Then, I screen for companies with a 5-year dividend growth rate of 50% or more. And that's because dividend investing isn't all about stability, it's also about momentum. A company with a strong track record of dividend hikes means that it has a solid business model, strong fundamentals, and a dedication to returning shareholder value. And who doesn't want dividends increasing by 10% or more every year? Give me a like on this video, and while you're at it, subscribe to the channel. That way you never miss any of my future videos. Okay, so the combination of a healthy dividend payout ratio and an excellent dividend growth rate creates the ultimate recipe for long-term wealth. It means you're not just getting reliable income today, you're setting yourself up for an even bigger income payout tomorrow. These are the kinds of dividend stocks that you can confidently buy and hold forever, knowing they'll keep working harder for you year after year. Of course, I'll also consider companies' yields when I arrange the final list. And by the way, this screen is powered by Bar Chart. I use their screener and all their tools for my stock analysis, for my videos, articles, and even for my own investment. So if you want to check it out, scan this QR code or check the link in the description to start a free account today. And it'll also help out the channel, so if you do, thank you. All right, so with all these filters in place, I'll just run this screen, and there we have it. We have our list of 5 of the safest and top growing dividend aristocrats that you can buy today. And I'll finalize the list from highest to lowest yields by clicking on the column header. And here we go. First on the list is Atmos Energy Corporation, one of the largest natural gas only distributors in the United States. The company serves over 3.4 million customers across 8 states and operates more than 79,000 miles of pipelines. Atmos has increased its dividends for over 40 years, and payouts have increased 53% in the last 5 years alone. And if that's enough to pique your interest, well, you'll be happy to know that the company is still in a great spot to continue those increases as its dividend payout ratio is only 46%. Today, Atmos pays an annual dividend of $3.48 per share, which works out to about a 2.3% yield, taking the top spot on this list. All right, so next up on the list is Lowe's Companies. Now, I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with this dividend aristocrat, but for those outside the States and Canada, Lowe's is one of the largest home improvement retailers in the world. That's something you'll notice with all of the companies on this list of dividend aristocrats. They're all at the top of their respective industries. And to prove the point, Lowe's thousands of stores serve more than 20 million customers weekly, both DIY homeowners and professional contractors alike. The company has increased its dividends by more than 113% in the last 5 years, and that's the highest out of the 5 companies on this list. And all that while maintaining a healthy dividend payout ratio of around 38%. Today, the company pays $1.15 per quarter, which works out to about $4.60 per year and around a 2% yield. All right, so taking the third spot on this list is Abbott Laboratories, one of the leading global healthcare companies in the world. The company makes everything from medical devices to nutrition products and pharmaceuticals. Now, I've covered Abbott before, and the many reasons why I think it's probably one of the best dividend stocks out there, especially if you reinvest the dividends. Now, Abbott has also been reported to be the most profitable healthcare company of all time. And let me tell you, that kind of consistency and longevity is the kind that dividend investors can only dream about. But here's a question that I get in my Discord channel. Does dividend investing and reinvesting really lead to significant gains in the long term? And my answer to that is yes, it does. Now, I could do the math or show it to you, but wouldn't a true story be a better example? Well, I think that does, and that leads me to the story of Grace Groner. She was a long-term Abbott investor who turned 3 shares. That's right, 3 shares worth $180 into more than $7 million, all by just reinvesting her dividends. But let's get back to the present. Abbott has increased its dividends 72% in the last 5 years and has increased their dividends for each of the last 53 years in a row. And today the company has a reasonable 47% dividend payout ratio. Its current annual dividend is $2.36, which reflects around a 1.9% yield from the stock's current trading price. Next up, we have Linde, one of the world's largest industrial gas and engineering companies, operating in over 100 countries and serving different sectors like chemicals, energy, healthcare, electronics, and manufacturing. The company is also making significant strides in producing, storing, and distributing hydrogen to promote the transition to green energy. Linde also has carbon management initiatives and offers decarbonization services, and the company is working hard to pave the way for net zero emissions which should make our ESG investors very happy. And if it does, Lind stock may be the one for you. Plus, you'll be happy to know that the company is also committed to giving value to their shareholders. Lind has increased dividends for 32 straight years, and its latest quarterly dividend is $1.50 per share, which reflects a $6 annual rate at around a 1.3% yield. The company has also increased its dividends by nearly 60% in the last 5 years and has a fairly low 35% dividend payout ratio. And last, but definitely not least, on this list of dividend aristocrats to own forever is the Sherwin-Williams Company. Sherwin-Williams is a global manufacturer of paint and coating materials with operations in over 120 countries. Its well-known brands include Purdy, Minwax, Krylon, Trimico, and many more. Now, paints and coatings material may not be as exciting as quantum computing or flying cars, but Sherwin-Williams is a global powerhouse in the industry, and that comes with a few perks. In fact, the company has paid increasing dividends for 46 years in a row. They've actually increased their dividends by nearly 90% in the last 5 years alone, while still maintaining a very low 25% dividend payout ratio. Today, the company pays 79 cents per share quarterly, which works out to a $3.16 annual dividend and roughly 1% yield. These dividend aristocrats offer growing income and potential for capital appreciation. Basically, the best of both worlds in dividend investing. Now, you might say that there are other stocks out there with higher yields, but can you really put a price on 25 years worth of consistent dividend increases? Combine that with low payout ratios and high dividend increases, and you've got yourself a winner that will likely last you through any market. And these days, we kind of need some semblance of stability, don't we? But what do you think? Do you have any questions about these dividend aristocrats? Or perhaps you have a suggestion or a topic that you'd like me to cover? Let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to get back to you. In the meantime, this is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.